Okay, so notepad is visible to everyone, right? Clear. Okay. So logical operator. So let's start with the first one, not. We call it logical not. We call it logical not. Okay, so what it does? So basically it is a unary operator. It is used to inverse the result. Okay, so let assume if I am having true, okay, and if I apply logical not, one second. Sorry, is someone door? Okay. Okay. So this is called logical operator, and we are having three types of logical operator in Java. The first one is logical not. So basically what it do is, so if you are having true and if you are using logical not, it will convert true to false. If you are having false, if you use logical not operator, it will invert that uh, result. So true to false, false to true. So if you are having true and you apply logical not, it will become false. Okay, so basically, okay, so let assume, let's take an example here. So let assume I am writing system.out.println SOP. That is a short form. Okay, so I don't have to write it. I am I am using this logical not and I'm writing true. So it will print false. SOP. Okay, now we are having false. So it will print true. So basically what it will do is, if you have any expression, okay, or any result, so it will invert the value of that result, and mostly all the logical operator will work on boolean operands. So see, let's assume this plus, right? So plus, it the plus, this is a arithmetic operator, so it can work on variables of integer type, right? A plus b. So similarly, this logical node need a boolean type variables. Okay, so if you write here a, it will not work. Okay, it will not take a as a operand, because it's need a which is having a boolean value. So if you define here int a equal to 10, it will work here, but it won't work with logical node. But if you define boolean b equal to true, and if you're writing system.out.println and b, so what it will do? It will print false. Clear? Clear to everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So if anyone asks what is logical operator, so you have to say the logical operator is the operator who used to perform logical expression. Okay. The operands of these operators always be Boolean type. Which type? Always be Boolean type. The result of logical expression will be Boolean type. Operand is also Boolean. Result is also Boolean. जैसे true, not. So what is this is operand. Operand is Boolean. The result you will get, that is also Boolean. So it will take Boolean operand and it will result in Boolean. Okay. Okay. Now we'll see some example. Okay. We'll practice also in ID, but first we go through the notepad and then we'll move to ID. Okay. So now take an example. Let assume I'm having expression. I'm just writing int a equal to 17. Okay. So if I write SOP a equal to 17, What will be the output? Any guess? Any one of you?
True.
True, correct. Okay, now you have to tell me. What will be the output?
Is it an error?
Yes, it is an error. Why? It will, it won't result in false. Okay, why I'm telling you? I'm just explaining you. So this is logical not. And this operand is which type? Integer type. So we cannot directly use logical not operator with the operand which is integer type, right? So it only work on operand which is boolean type. Okay, so that is the reason it will throw a error called bad operand. Okay, so how we'll correct it? So same thing. So now what will be the result?
False.
False. So what is doing? So whatever result we are getting here, right? It's simply converting that result to opposite type. So a equal to 17, which is true. So true is which type? Boolean. So now we can apply logical not to Boolean and it result false. So clear here, right? Okay. So now we're done with logical not. This is called logical not. Okay, in your keyboard also you can see there is a numeric one, right? So you see on that top of that key you are having this logical not. Okay. Okay. So now we'll go with logical and. Which one? Logical and. So how we represent logical and in Java? With this symbol. This symbol we use for logical and. Okay. Okay. So logical not worked on only one operand, right? Correct. So we have seen in the example it's need only one operand, right? But logical and need two operand. Okay. So we also call it like logical not, we call it unary operator. Okay. For logical or and logical and. Okay. They both are binary operators. So what it used to do, basically with logical and, we used to combine two expression. Okay. So we'll see one example and then we'll proceed further. So let assume I'm having int a equal to 10. Okay. Int b equal to 20. Int c equal to 40. So what I'm saying here, what I said, it used to combine two expressions. So I'm saying a is greater than b and b is greater than c. So what I did, this expression a is greater than b will get a result in boolean. So a is greater than b or not? Any guess? A is not greater than b.
Not great.
So here we'll get false, right?
False.
Then we'll have and operator. B is greater than C?
False.
False. So and statement like and operator will say if both are false, then definitely it false. Okay? Okay. Now what I will do is the another expression I will write. You guys have to guess. Then we'll go to the definition. C is greater than A and C is greater than B. Okay. So what it will result?
True.
And
True.
true. So both are true. The result will be
True.
True. Remember this. Okay. Now I am writing C is greater than A and A is greater than, sorry, one second. A is greater than B. Okay. So what is the result? C is greater than A
Uh, True.
and A is greater than B?
Or false. False.
False.
False. So what is the result?
False.
False.
False. Why? Because the statement is saying C is greater than A and or A is greater than B, means and statement saying that if both the statement are correct, then only result will be true. Okay. So what is happening here? This is correct, this is false. If any one is false, then the result will be false. Clear? Okay. If any one is false, then result will be false. So we
False.
have, so which condition will get true? Only one condition. When both
Both is
true,
true.
true, then only will get true. Otherwise, in all the conditions, will get false. Okay. Okay. So now what we'll do is we'll take certain examples and then we'll see. Well, we'll take example notepad and then we'll move at a once. We'll move to ID. So two more example we'll take. Okay. So let's take example. You guys have to guess it. You guys are doing really well. Okay. So I'm saying true and true. So output will be
True.
true because if both are true, then true. If any one of false, then result will be
False.
False.
yes. Very good. Okay. So now this is fine. Then another example. Okay, that will take another example and we'll see what result we are going to get. Okay. So we'll have int a equal to 101. Okay. 1 second. And int b equal to 102. Okay. Now we are having boolean result. Okay. Now what I'm saying, a is greater than 101 and b is less than 102. So is a is greater than 101?
No,
No.
भैया false.
So this is false. And b is less than 102?
False.
No, भैया false.
No, b is less than 102, right?
ये तो
B
equal है ना भैया.
102.
Okay, it's
False.
both are false. So result will be
False.
okay. So finally we'll have result as false. So what we understand here, if you are using AND operator, okay, logical AND. So in only case it will result in true when both the expression will result true. Okay, clear? Okay. Now we'll have logical or. So logical OR is, how will represent logical OR? With this pipe. Okay, double pipe. Okay. So logical OR is opposite to, if any one of is true, then the result will be true.
True.
Like we put either this or this. If anything is fine for me. So if Let assume if I want to go there, if not, I can also go that place. So you are making uh it's like or anything is fine for me. So you will find with any of the statement, right? So kind of this. So we'll take example. So just you remember one thing. If any one operand is true, then the result you will get is true in logical or. Okay, so we'll see. So let us have true or false. The result will be what happened to result?
Equals false.
No.
True.
All
True.
if any one of operand is true, the result will be true. If both only one condition, it will result in false. If both are
False.
false, then only it will return in false. If any one is, let us assume here we have false, or here we have true. It will result in true. Okay, clear? Okay.
Okay.
Logical not, logical and logical or. Okay. So not now what we'll see? We'll see some of the examples. Okay. So now take an example here. As I say, true or false. So what I said, if any, this is which type of operator this is? This is logical or. If any one of is true, then it will result in
True.
true. Execute true. If in which condition it will return false? If both the statement are false. Okay. So now we are just printing, so it's like very straightforward. Okay, it's come false and true and all. Okay, we'll take a real time some example, not only the print statements. So int a equal to 100, int b equal to 200, int c equal to 300. Let assume if you have to write, you have to check if someone asks you to check if a is greater than b and c or not. If a is greater than b and c, then print true, otherwise print false. So what you will do, you will see int, sorry. Okay, so any logical operator result in boolean. So we will take the boolean. We'll take boolean result. Correct? Now I have to check a is greater than b or not. A is greater than b. And if a is greater than b and a is greater than c, then only I have to print true. Okay, so now a is greater than c. So result. So now when I print this false, right? Okay, why? Because both the statements are returning. A is greater than b? No, right? It will return false. A is greater than c? No, it will return. What it will return? It will return
False.
false. Okay,
False.
now we'll make a is 400. So what will happen now?
True.
True. So now you guys are able to understand this? Clear?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. It's pretty straightforward. Okay. Now we'll take I will comment this out and we'll take example of logical or. Okay. Int a equal to 400, b equal to 600, int c equal to 450. So now there is a statement called if c is greater than a or greater than b, then you just print true. Means if C is greater than any one of them, A or B, you have to print true. If C is greater than any one of them, let's say I'm saying if I have like three students, Ramesh, Mahesh, and Dinesh. So I'm saying if Mahesh height is greater than any one of them, just select him. Okay. Or if let assume we both all these three have scored. I have done some test in which I got the result. I'm saying if Mahesh scored, if Mahesh score is compared to anyone, right? Any of these two guys, if Mahesh score is greater, then I will gift Mahesh a chocolate. So in this type of statement, right? If Mahesh scored greater than any one of these guys, then that statement if I have to write in program, how I will write. So let understand C is a Mahesh. So I'm saying if C is greater than A or or if C is greater than B, then if anyone if anything anywhere it is greater, then it means it passed. So we'll see. So what happens? C is greater than A. C is greater than A, which is true. C is greater
Yeah.
than A, which is false. So
False.
we'll get a result
True.
True.
true, because logical OR is if any one of the expression, right, is true, means the result will be in
True.
true. Okay. We will go some complex one and then we'll back to our next operator. Okay. So I'm just writing one. So we'll take int a equal to 12. Okay. Int a equal to 2a. Now we'll take boolean b equal to if a is greater than, one second, if a is greater than 10 and and a plus plus, a plus plus is less than 5. So whoever will say the output, so I can understand that the people are understanding this classes and teaching very well. Okay. So what will be the output? Any guess?
भैया भैया ए तो ट्रू हो जाएगा और बी
A is 13
ट्रू
and B is false.
Oh, so you are saying A is 13
13,
and
B is false.
B is false. Okay. So how okay, he is saying A is true. So how you are saying that A is true? Can you explain? A, how A is true? So A is 13 and B is false. Correct. Okay. So how A is become 13? Okay. So this A is not getting assigned anywhere. It's completed the expression and A incremented by 1. Right. Okay. When we are comparing A with 12, right? So A is not, A is 12 and A is not, 12 is not less than 5. That is the reason we get false. So if one in the AND operator, only time it will result in true when both the expression have get result true. Otherwise, it will always result in false. Okay, clear? Okay.
यस यस
Okay. Now we'll see another example. So if A is greater than 15, and this is very, very important. You guys will understand. One second. Let me do one thing. Let it be. Let me comment this out and let me copy this part. Okay. And this is very important. You will understand. So now we'll have A equal to 15. Okay. And here I am having, okay, let me take A equal to 12 itself. Otherwise, you guys will confuse. Okay. Oh, we are having 12. Here I am having 15. Okay. Everything is same. Okay. Everything is same. Correct? Clear? Okay. So now you have to tell me what will be the output.
Same.
Same. Okay. Correct. So you guys will learn a new thing in this one because this, okay. Now we'll take example of this. Int A equal to 12, the first, come to line number 34. So now A is greater than B, right? Which is true. If this is true, then it will get execute this one because in AND operator, only will get result when both are true. So if first is false, executing the second one is no use, right? Because anyhow the result will be in false, right? If the first
Okay.
if the first statement itself a false, then the AND operator will not execute na second statement because that is useless, right?
So the A will not increment.
Yes, the A will not increment. Why it will not increment? Because this statement will return false, right? So if this is false, it's know that okay, even it's if right side is true, still I have to give the result false, right? So it will not execute this. It will just move from here, right? Clear, everyone?
Yeah, clear. Clear now.
Yes,
Simply,
yes,
let
sir.
assume if you have to connect 2 points, let take a scenario where you have to take a flight from Delhi to Mumbai and then Mumbai to Dubai. Okay, so it's having a and Delhi to Mumbai and Mumbai to Delhi. If you are not able to reach Delhi to Mumbai, there is not a chance of getting taking the flight from Mumbai to Dubai, right? So if first itself failed, the second will not get executed, right? Similarly here, if the first statement is false, the second will not get executed. So that is the reason here you will have output of
12.
12. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So these are the small thing, right? When you write a program, right? So you have to keep in your mind. Okay. So right now we are very basic, like we are going through operators and all. But when you go to a loop statement, control statement and all, we'll see their use, this logical operators use and all. Okay. Okay. So now we almost uh, covered all the aspect here. Okay, and we'll see some OR operator aspects as well. Okay, so let me comment this out. I will anyhow I will comment this. So you guys are able to fetch the code, right? You are able to get the code, right? If not, just tell me. I will do. Now we'll see OR operator. Int a equal to 12. The same thing, but OR operator. Boolean b equal to, if a is greater than 10 or a plus plus less than 5. Now I am printing, I will print both the a and as well as b. So what will be the output?
या A 13 और B true.
Yeah, 13 and true, yes.
Okay. So you both are agree like 13 and true, right? So this is you guys are saying 13. Okay. And this is true, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Second one is correct. We'll see the first one. Okay. Okay. So now A is 12. So A is greater than 10, right? So in logical OR, if one is true, the result will be
True.
true. Which condition it falls? If both are false.
अच्छा.
Okay. Now we'll see here. So what we'll get? 12 and true. Why? Because the first statement itself is true. In logical OR, if any one is true, means the result is true. Right?
Okay, now, yeah.
Yes, yes,
Understand? So it will not execute this part. Right? Clear?
yes, भैया.
Okay. Very good. So now I will just update this one from 10 to 15. So what will be the result?
13 and
A
false.
13 true.
B is false.
How it will become false, right? So A is greater than 15. Just tell.